Rock Stone Trends.
What they do, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. Me gon' mash up the party. We gonna mash it up. Charge it up on the party. We gonna do it up.
Oh.
Yes. The
lyrics this morning.
They call me Lyrica.
Oh,
Lyrica.
boy.
Lyrica.
Oh,
All
boy.
right.
Wow.
He don't know nothing about this yet. When I come and drop tune, I'm gonna start doing remixes to all of Lyrical's songs. Call myself Lyrica,
But
and then
there's
see what
already
happens.
Lyricas.
I know, but they're American Lyricas.
Oh.
I would spell it just like him, like Liraka. Lick crickle. That's who I'm gonna be, and he's gonna know me as the girl who does sing all of his songs unapproved. Unapprovedly. No, as the girl that he sues all the time.
Definitely unapproved.
Ooh, that's infamy. That's fine.
Oh,
That'll
is
work.
it?
Yeah.
What that mean?
Any attention is better than no attention.
That's a fact. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Yeah.
So that's what we gotta say. And that's all we gotta say here.
Yeah.
Yes, people. Yes. We are here. 15-year-olds are so grown.
Why?
Like, I'm watching my friends. Big shout outs to Ioma's twins. They turned 15. And I'm just, yeah. And then Katora. Like, they're just
Kimar.
so adult-like.
Yeah.
Not adult. Like, they're still obviously little kids. But they're just so grown. They have, like, body. And they have, like, weave and gel. Eyelashes.
I just started getting last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The youth are getting so grown, and I don't know if is it old age that I'm receiving?
No,
myself?
kids don't get to be kids anymore. That's what we were talking about yesterday with Rufus. They don't get to be kids anymore. It's the social media and all of that has forced these children. They're force ripe.
Yes, forced ripe.
Force
yes.
ripe. It's sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
but I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It is what it is, I guess.
Because I was like, back in the day when I was sick, you know what the thing is that scares me the most is because I remember what it was like for me when I was 15, 16. Like, I was doing some BS. Like, I'm very sneaky in general. So I was just like really outside. I was at boys' houses.
Also, you were a second child, so you didn't have to go through anything.
Hanging out. Yeah, I got beating because the first child used to rat me out and go get me for my
Wow,
beatings.
rat you out and beat you one time.
I don't
and
care. We supposed to be friends.
We weren't friends then.
See?
I was so much older than you. I was your mom at that point.
You were my mom.
When you were 15, I was an adult.
True.
And
You was
so I
21.
was, and so I was older than you, and I was coming from where you were. So
You
when
were an OG.
yeah, like when you thought you was being sneaky, I was like, man, that just came from there. So and then I got in trouble for it.
But I also-
so you gonna have to get in trouble.
But
for
I
it.
also made sure that I only did my stuff between the time that I was allowed it to. I was home on time every single time.
I didn't have an allotted time. I had to be home.
Yes, after school. So
Like,
when
period.
Yeah, when I got out of school early, or if I could sneak out early, I would still make sure that I was home on time after school.
I remember, like, because, there was a lot going on during that time. And I remember that, like, on half days, because, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I remember on half days, that was my only, like, free up time. And
Yeah.
even then, I would still, like, be 15 minutes late, and still get in trouble. But I used to take the 45 instead of the 15 and get in trouble for that. Like, how did you know? Because somebody would call her and tell her. I remember one time I had a half a day and I was hanging out by Burger King down here in Mattapan Square. By the time I got home, Miss somebody had done call, and you down there hanging in boy house down in Mattapan and Burger King. Eating Burger King. And it was just like, so what? I'm not pregnant. I don't know. But anyhow, How y'all doing? How was y'all's evening?
I'm not pregnant. My evening was wonderful. I went to the gym, had an amazing boxing class. Shout out to Life, Health, and Fitness. They are starting boot camp this week, I believe, or next week. And it is going to be crazy. Yesterday, boxing, I was sweating from my elbows.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that the elbow gland can sweat.
In here.
Yes. And it was dripping down right in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. It was so wet.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh, my.
But... But yeah, that was fun. And then I came home, made a little dinner, and then I had a meeting, and then I hung out.
Nice. Oh, he was hanging out.
I
think we need new chairs because my back be killing me these days.
Tristan,
Does your back hurt?
it don't hurt. You gotta sit. You have to have better posture. What was I about to say? We tried to watch Idiocracy yesterday.
What happened?
It's idiot.
Yes.
It's Idiocracy.
Isn't it the world we live in?
I couldn't even get past the first 3 minutes. I was like, nah.
I forgot about Idiocracy. I don't be remembering.
And then I tried to watch The Strays. That looked scary. So I don't know.
It's
even
not
the
Yeah, because somebody
Bro,
said
the
the
preview
Strays
looks-
is like us. I think that's what LaWanda said, and therefore I will not partake.
Yeah, I don't think it's my subpar level. I mean, it's my thing. It's my jam.
What?
I'm afraid of it. I watched the previews because I said Strays into my control because I was gonna sit down and I was gonna watch it and I was gonna watch it good. And I saw the preview. I said, oh no.
I watched most of the first episode of Swarm yesterday.
And how did you feel about it?
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's a weird show.
I saw a lot of people talking like, oh my God, it's
It's good.
It's very interesting. It's very something that you are gonna watch all the way till the end. It is violent.
Oh.
It's violent, but they don't show any. It's not graphic violence. It is innuendoed how graphic, how violent it is. But it's just pretty interesting. Sometimes you feel like, I probably would have done that too.
Oh, that's interesting.
You need to let her go. She's crazy.
Well, I had a lovely day yesterday.
tell
It was
us.
such a nice day in general.
It was a beautiful day.
And then I had, I went home. I busted out my project really quick, which was exciting for me because usually it takes me a long time, but I can see that I'm doing it a little faster and a little faster. And then I went and I did my study, which turned out to be such a blessing because I went into the study and whatever, and me being silly and who I can try to be sometimes. The guy challenged someone to sing a song for $100, and I was like, I'll do it. And I got up. I couldn't think of any
What'd
song.
you sing?
Free Yourself.
Go ahead and free yourself.
Oh my God.
And he was like, well, that's the first and last time that I'll ever listen to that. And I thought he was joking, but when I was walking out, he handed me an extra $100.
That's dope.
And I was like, that's dope. And then, I went on.
From Panera?
No, it was
Is it a gift card?
Can we get
they gave me a $100 check.
Can we get a little preview of
Yes.
For Yourself?
No.
Yes, we want
I
it.
think I got the instrumental.
I will put 5 on
I've
that.
already sang it on here before. Nobody wants to hear me sing it
Oh, yeah, you
again.
did.
I'm
you
sure
did.
they would
You
always
did.
love rendition.
No,
a
I
Tony
remember
rendition.
it, Tristan.
No. My throat.
Ahem.
I didn't have any tea this morning. And then what else happened? Something else happened that was good. But anyways, last night, this man in my DM said I'm pretty.
It was just Coach.
You better stay right
Nope,
there.
it was
Who
a
was it?
75-year-old white man who says I'm pretty.
Did he offer you money?
He hasn't yet because he was asking me questions and I wasn't answering them. So then he was getting visibly frustrated. And because I was just like, what you want to know about me for, Cornel Sanders? What you want to know, Jim Crow? Why you?
Don't call him Jim Crow.
Why you asking me questions? You ain't asked me for my Cash App tag yet.
Jim Crow.
But you asking me all these other things. But anyhow, that was my evening. It was nice.
I like it. I like your evening.
Yes, Jess, let's go to karaoke.
What's her name has a nice karaoke? What's her name?
Part 54.
Yes,
Do they?
they do on a Saturday
Oh.
or on a Friday or on a Thursday.
Park 54 it's nice, but it's very lit. And it's a little too lit for me.
It's very black socialite.
Yeah. And that's not, that's not my vibe.
It's very almost hood black socialite.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very TikTok. Very IG.
Oh, pictures and things. Very social media.
Yeah, very, like trendy. It's that's what it is. It's very trendy.
But they have a good food out
They
there.
have
Good food.
Woo! Their food is good. On Sundays, go to Park 54, and if you don't get nothing else, get one of them biscuits that they make there. When it come out fresh, be in the line.
Their Sunday brunch is good.
The Sunday brunch is good, but the biscuit is the highlight of that Sunday brunch.
Biscuit works there.
Biscuit is the biscuit makes the biscuits at Hyde Park.
You gotta go.
It's nice.
We should go. Let's go to brunch this Sunday.
Let's brunch it up.
Let's brunch. On Sunday we brunch.
What the frick is wrong with Chris?
I don't know. But let's start this show. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are starting Saucy and Friends Que Ahora.
Oh, no! You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
The all-new Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Does that hurt?
Haters are gonna hate. That's what I've gotten used to. Today is March 22nd. Is approximately 9:13 a.m. in the morning, and it is a Wednesday. A high of 56 degrees today.
Yes.
Mostly cloudy skies. Early will become partially cloudy later in the day. Winds in the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So that means it's gonna be a pretty balmy day.
I love a balmy day.
Me too.
Yesterday was an amazing day.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
It was a day to go take a walk.
It was a day to take advantage of the weather.
It was.
I washed my car for 3-4 hours.
Why you didn't tell everybody to pull up to the car wash?
Nah.
That's unfair.
It wasn't that kind of thing.
therapy?
It wasn't that kind. Yes.
You're a little therapeutic.
Yes. When I'm outside, it's therapy. It's very therapeutic for me.
Here's a question I got for y'all. My son asked me yesterday, Mommy, what time was God born? And he was waiting for the answer like.
You should have gave him one.
I did.
3:07. He was born at 3:07 a.m., baby.
Was it when I gave him the answer that I gave him, then he says, do you have a video of it?
Oh, that's different.
Social media children.
Exactly.
Like they don't believe anything unless you have receipts.
Yeah. Do you have a video of when he was
The
born?
video of a text message thread,
Right, exactly.
anything. You have
And
the
I tried to
news-
explain to him, like, listen, there was no video when I was a child, let alone when God was born. So I don't know what you're talking about. But it was a very interesting conversation. Very interesting. 'Cause I was
There was
like,
no video.
Somebody help me. How I'm supposed to answer this?
9:15, baby. He was born at 9:15 on a Tuesday.
He would have asked me for the birth certificate.
Let's get into these stories. 3 Boston students are hospitalized after eating what may have been marijuana edibles. Because y'all got, along with social media lifestyle these days, us parents, I believe, have a lot more to teach our kids about things that are happening in the world. One of them is how to properly ingest marijuana edibles. If you are going to be that guy that wants to pop a gummy because you found it in mom's stash, you got to let them know what happens when they do. Most adult people can't handle an edible.
Right.
So what your young ass think you gonna do?
Shoot. And then how many did they have?
Let's see. 3 Boston students were hospitalized Tuesday after eating what may have been marijuana edibles at a Dorchester school. First responders took the Henderson Upper School students to a hospital as a precaution around noon. It is unclear how the students got the edibles or how old the students were, but the school serves grades 2 through 12. This is the second time this month that Boston students were hospitalized over possibly eating marijuana edibles. On March 7th, one student at the Tobin School in Roxbury became ill after eating what may have been marijuana-infused chocolate. Several other students ate the chocolate but were unharmed. So, I mean...
Get my girl Danae. She's so cute.
3 students rushed from the upper campus of the Henderson Inclusion School to the hospital after school administrators say they ate cannabis-infused foods known as edibles.
I just don't like that you're not supervising properly, you're not conducting things properly.
The head of the school releasing a statement that reads in part, drugs and paraphernalia are prohibited on school grounds. She went on to say school staff will conduct searches as outlined in the district student search policy if necessary. Parents say they wish they were notified sooner of the ambulance escorts.
And I'm pretty pissed off that I wasn't notified by the school and I'm being notified by news crews coming to my car.
District officials say the students were sent to the hospital as a precaution. The district has not released the grades or ages of the people involved, but doctors say anyone under the legal age of 21 is at risk.
They can experience kind of scary things like dizziness, hallucinations. It can cause changes to their heart rate, either too fast or too slow.
The school and doctors are urging parents to talk with their students about experimenting with substances.
I think opening that door so that you can have the conversation, that you can say that there are dangers associated with this.
So at the end of the day, it's better to prepare your kids, and a lot of us parents do that.
A baby.
Doctors say there is no way to reverse the effects of having too much marijuana. So if you do go to the hospital because of it, you just kind of have to wait it out. We're live in Dorchester. Danae Bucci, WCVB.
And that's her hair.
I love her. It's the first thing mommy asked, does she hair? Ma, I don't know. You don't know these days.
Just assume that it's never anybody's hair. It's not. It's not.
But yeah, I think that the bigger issue in this is that if you have like grown age children and you are a cannabis consumer, you gotta have to have that conversation. Like, hey, these is mommy's edibles.
Yep.
If you have them, you could pass out. You'll be too high. You could throw up. These are the things that you might have to just kind of casually talk to them about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but you got to, because they're going to take them. Ooh, I got the edible. I got them edible. Want them?
They're taking them, not even realizing the dosage and stuff, so they're eating it like candy.
Probably like a whole cookie when you should probably only eat a quarter of the cookie.
Lesson learned by me. And
that you was at a big age.
And I was at a real big age. And it does, all those effects that she was talking about, yes, I felt every single one of them.
Every single lightness, dizzy, paranoia.
Yes. All of them.
Me vomiting, all kind of things.
Yeah. Well, yep. I did.
Ridiculous.
I did all of them things. And then, like she said, there's nothing you can do. So taking them to the hospital does what? Nothing. Because you just have to sit it out.
Yep.
You just have to.
You can't pump your blood, you pump your stomach of marijuana. It's just gonna go out.
Yep.
You just give you little liquids.
Yep. Be careful. And these days, again, we have to have those tough conversations with our kids because cannabis is here to stay. It's legal now, and everybody is consuming. So you have to, when you have children in your house, you have to have those conversations.
On to the next, we are updating the story of Stash's Pizza owner.
Yeah.
Records show Stash's Pizza owner Stravos Papalandomoulos also allegedly fraudulently received a loan for a business he'd already sold.
Yeah.
I mean, the PPP. That's what y'all should have first got him on, is the PPP loans, because everybody was doing that. That's low-hanging fruit. Y'all should have checked that first.
No, I'm glad that they got him on abusing them people first, because that's horrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Federal prosecutors argued Monday that Stash's Pizza owner, Stravos, should remain in jail as he awaits trial on a forced labor charge, also alleging the 47-year-old fraudulently received a loan from a business he'd already sold and collected unemployment while on vacation in Aruba. He's 47.
That's what I said. He's only 47 and so bad and owns all that stuff. And Chris just commented that Stashes is still open and people are still going in there.
So I was thinking about that yesterday. I think that what we have to remember is that this is viral on the internet, and there's a lot of people that still do not frequent the internet. So there's a lot of people that probably just actually have no idea that all of this is happening.
No, but they're talking about it on the local news too.
Yeah, but how many people watch local news? We have to remember algorithms and stuff like that. So there are people that legitimately have no idea that any of this is going on. And I feel like those are the people that are still frequenting there. There are still the regular people that do know and whatever. But we do gotta understand that a lot of people do not know about this. It's news. Mad people don't know about news. So let's see. The Westwood resident is accused of targeting immigrants lacking permanent legal status to serve as his employees, threatening them with deportation, assaulting them, and forcing them to work long hours for low pay. Steve owns Stash's Pizza locations in Dorchester and Roslindale, and previously operated pizzerias in several other communities, and was arrested last week.
Can he get in trouble for hiring illegal
Owner of
immigrants?
Stash's Pizzerias in Boston remains actually in federal custody, accused of abusing at least one of his employees. But now investigators say they've heard similar stories from at least 7 former workers.
Yeah, NBC 10's Bianca Beltran joining us live in Roslindale with the disturbing details. Bianca.
And prosecutors allege the business owner threatened to call police or immigration authorities on undocumented immigrants, and that was one way they were compelled to work long hours. And investigators say in some cases they weren't just threats. These photos were submitted in federal court as evidence of violence a former employee of Stash's Pizza experienced when he quit in 2013. According to the hospital record filed with it, the 29-year-old said the scratches on his wrist were from his boss's nails and the bruising on his neck from his shirt collar being pulled tight around his neck. A witness told investigators their employer Stavros Papantoniadis lied to police, falsely telling them that he hit the employee because he was holding a knife. Federal prosecutors presenting their case of forced labor argue Papantoniadis had a practice of falsely reporting undocumented employees to law enforcement.
She's from there.
Recorded. Where's your emergency?
In this recording, Papantoniadis is heard calling 911 in 2018 regarding another employee claiming he hit his vehicle and took off.
Somebody just bumped me in the back when I asked him information. Yeah. He said I don't have and took off.
Norwood police pulled over the employee and cited him, despite noting in the police report no damage was noticeable on his vehicle. The employee denied the allegation and told federal investigators he drove away from the restaurant after Papantoniadis angrily confronted him about his request for a day off. Pablo Carrasco is an attorney with Justice at Work who says this case is an extreme example of the power dynamic many undocumented workers face.
It keeps people in jobs where they have to work, overtime and not get paid overtime. They have to, they're not allowed to take sick time. They're often not paid minimum wage. And, this does happen a lot.
And in court, Papantoniadis' defense attorney denied the allegations. This case is bringing attention to the issue of labor trafficking. And coming up at 5:30, we'll take a look at some.
All right.
Every time she says his name,
Papantoniadis. Yeah. This is terrible. His lawyers have said, I love the arguments of the lawyers.
Schneider's stupid. He said his name sounded like a renal disease.
His lawyer said that the allegations against his client are from years ago and that the alleged victims have an incentive to lie in exchange for immigration assistance, as federal authorities have allowed them to remain in the U.S. due to the investigation. Wow. He describes Papantoniadis as a family man and asked the judge to release him on bail.
You did good just now, Saucy.
I feel like enough of this case should be with the man who assaulted the man several times, kicking him in the groin hard enough for the man to need surgery. Yep. I feel like that's a clear violation of all man's rights. So that should immediately be, taken under consideration. I think he's going to jail though.
And he knocked him in the mouth. He had to get all his teeth taken out.
Yeah, I don't know what they can't argue much, even if it was a long time ago that they did it.
Right.
Bruh, you still did it. So that's a bad argument.
Yep.
It's terrible.
Awful.
He didn't do it yesterday. He did it 5 years ago, and nobody said anything about it, so it shouldn't be held in court now. That's just not how things work.
Not at all. Some of these lawyers are trash.
Big trash. Moving on, police arrest New Bedford man accused of throwing a woman into a campfire and holding her near the flames.
Tonight after police.
Y'all Y'all gotta stay off them damn mushrooms in nature.
Stop microdosing.
The suspect was arraigned today on several charges, including assault with intent to kill. The Night Team's Leanna Falk is live in Fairhaven with reaction from the community. Leanna?
Dan Patrice, the victim, is still recovering from their injuries in the hospital, while 45-year-old Robert McWilliams is behind bars. He's accused of throwing her in a campfire and holding her down.
Never seen that man before, and I hope I never have to again, because he's where he belongs to be.
Strong words from Fairhaven resident Kyle Leitz.
You don't usually hear of stuff like that happening over here.
Reacting to a mugshot of 45-year-old Robert McWilliams, the New Bedford man accused of throwing a woman into a campfire in Fairhaven and holding her into the flames. She escaped and managed to get help.
I mean, it's shocking when you hear about something like that, absolutely.
First thing that I think of is I don't think they're from Fairhaven.
Police say they found the victim with burns along her upper body while responding to a call in the Long Road area around 8:15 Monday night. She told police she knew the person who attacked her, and later that night, police spotted McWilliams in the woods near the scene of the alleged attack. He was arrested and charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, intimidation of a witness, and assault with intent to kill. No details regarding a motive have been released, but Stephen Lavelli of Fairhaven has a theory.
I don't think like a criminal, so I don't know how they think, but my first thought is a crime of passion. He's mad at her.
Residents we talked to tonight described Fairhaven as a quiet and family-forward community. So tonight's news came as a shock.
But if you're doing that to a woman, there's no stopping like doing it to a child or somebody else. So it hit home a little bit. It's something we'll talk about with my wife and son, absolutely.
McWilliams was arraigned today on his 4 charges. No word yet on the condition of the victim. Live in Fairhaven tonight, Leanna Falk, NBC 10 News.
It just doesn't sound like something that would happen in a place called Fairhaven.
We don't do those kind of things out here. It sounds exactly what would happen in a town called Fairhaven. I mean, it always surprises me, which I don't understand why it surprises me, when things from movies play out in real life.
Well, that sounds like a town in a Scooby-Doo mystery.
No, there was a movie like that. What movie was it? Oh, it was not movie, it was a series. Dynasty.
Oh yes.
The new Dynasty.
Yeah.
That's what the mean brother did to the mother.
That's true. He did.
Why who does that?
Yeah.
Like, wow. First of all, how you keep it? Ain't it hot for your hand too? If you gonna put somebody in it,
hold somebody's face in the fire.
That's crazy.
That's awful.
That's very crazy.
I'm glad they got him. And what did he live in the woods, or he was just?
He looked like he lived in the woods.
Did look like he.
Man found unconscious with life-threatening injuries in downtown crossing. See, is another thing. I'm afraid of the stations.
Remember when the man got stuck behind the wall in Back Bay Station? That was funny. Okay, but I don't know how this man got unconscious. Do they say?
According to the police report about the incident, the man was found around 9 p.m. at an ATM near 17 Winter Street. When police located the man, he was lying face up and unconscious. Sound like drugs. He had a small abrasion on the back of his head. It is unclear based on the police report if he was suffering from any other injuries. So we don't know. We don't know anything else about it. Boyle did not provide any further identifying information about the man, but said no arrests have been made in connection with the case. So, I mean, be careful down there at night.
But that sounds
in the T stations.
Unfortunately, that sounds like something that's typically seen in certain places.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we can drive down Massacass right now and see somebody passed out right now.
Bodies,
right? And that doesn't make the news. So I don't know if that was a.
Yeah, I think this was just somebody was on fentanyl.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I don't know. He was celebrating St. Patrick.
Mm-hmm. An Arkansas man trying to sell dogs in Massachusetts was heavily armed because our producer says that these dogs usually go. Goddamn, he was ready for war. Golly. An Arkansas man is facing multiple firearm charges out of Massachusetts after he was stopped in Boston while he was on a trip to sell dogs. Massachusetts state officials said a state trooper stopped a 2021 Dodge Durango at about 12:15 a.m. Sunday on Day Boulevard in South Boston near the Teachers Union building. Tavian Chamberlain, 20 of Bentonville, Arkansas. What the hell is he doing here? Was driving the SUV, which state police said was displaying an expired paper registration. Chamberlain also stated that According to the police, Chamberlain had 3 young dogs in the car and said he was transporting them to buyers in Massachusetts. Chamberlain also stated that he was armed for protection and acknowledged that he had several firearms in the vehicle, which he said he had purchased at a gun show in Arkansas. State police said Chamberlain also acknowledged the guns were not registered to him and that his home state does not require a license to carry. That's crazy. You don't.
He said, I heard about Massachusetts.
So but he should have came down here with some good registration
and a good steel license plate.
Who was he going to sell them to the army?
Let me see. Oh, damn.
Golly.
What's that, a street sweeper? From the 1920s?
Shot clock? Wow. He had bullets. He was ready to go to shootout town. Maybe he was coming up here to target practice or something like that. So the troopers then located a Canex pistol with a magazine holding 18 9mm rounds on the front seat, a Glock 41, another magazine holding 13 bullets, another Glock 43, an AR pistol with drum magazine holding 70 rounds. Dog.
Troy said, he think he Rambo.
Bro had like 6 guns and like 400 bullets.
He said, mind right, ready for war. What is it, whatever the song says? What does the song say, Tris? I got my mind right, something right, ready for war.
State police said Boston Animal Control took possession of the dogs, 2 Labrador retrievers and an Italian Mastiff, and tracked down the parties who agreed to purchase them. The buyers then picked up the dogs. Chamberlain was then transported to the South Boston State Barracks, where he was booked on following charges: 4 counts of unlawful possession of a firearm, 3 counts of unlawful possession of a large capacity weapon or feeding device, 3 counts of improper storage of a large capacity firearm, unlawful possession of ammunition, improper storage of a firearm, and driving an unregistered motor vehicle, and 2 dogs.
So, but he was really here to sell dogs, though.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
So they were able to match up his sellers, and I just feel like the sellers probably didn't know that they was coming that armed. He's probably gonna rob them.
He should have checked.
Because they be selling them dogs for a lot of money, or maybe he felt like they might have tried something, rob him.
But that's a whole lot of artillery.
I'm come armed.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You need is one.
That's the thing. I feel like you just need one gun. Yeah. Like you can't hold all 4 of them together and all of that big magazine round with the 7. Like, what would they? You was gonna kill them that bad for taking the dogs instead of just calling the police?
He sounds like a gentleman that's lived in Louisiana his whole life and just came up here to sell the dogs and didn't realize Massachusetts.
Zion Lamb said he was going to sell the guns and the dogs were just BS. Maybe he was having a sale like buy a gun, get a dog or something like that.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I like that one, Zion. I like that one. Yeah, he was definitely selling the guns.
Troy said that too. They both said that.
Yep. That's what it sounded like to me.
Wow. Well, who the hell up here in Massachusetts want all them street sweeper and everything?
Yeah, right.
Listen, okay? All right, you didn't hear we got about 700 gangs out here.
Oh.
Summertime is coming.
Did the insurrection happen yesterday?
No, he didn't get arrested.
Did the insurrection happen? He didn't get arrested.
He didn't get arrested. Trump was just rallying his troops.
He was trolling the troops.
He was like, get ready. You don't got to get ready if you stay ready.
Somebody needs to jump him like they jumped that other one.
Jump who?
Oh, we'll get into that later. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the morning.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. Turn it on.
Turn it up.
Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
How healthy is your heart? Believe it or not, half of the country has at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Hi, I'm Senator Liz Miranda from Massachusetts. February is American Heart Month, a perfect time to focus on our overall health and well-being. It is important to know that high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking increase the risk of heart disease. But did you know women, rural Americans, and racial and ethnic groups are also disproportionately impacted? While not all of these factors are controllable, we can take preventable steps to stay healthy. Regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, and not smoking are a good place to start. Make an appointment with your healthcare provider today to assess your risk. If you have heart disease, monitor your blood pressure and keep up with your healthcare visits. For more, visit womeningovernment.org.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
Massive, it's the Sunday Food with Father John and Trini Tech. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Playing you vintage classics, calypso, ska beats, reggae, roots, R&B, souls, dub, and more. It's the Sunday Food. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Spark FM Online.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Dutch, and I'm coming to you here live at New England's #1 for urban and Caribbean music, Spark FM, and I'm here to let you know.
Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Chick a man be ballin', leave chick pigeon toed, some of them be crawlin'.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
If I told you once, I told you twice, I can see it in your eyes. I'm all crying out with nothing to say. You ran and tell me, cause you can only feel something under me. I love you so much, I'm yearning for your touch. Come and set me free, whatever it may be. Baby, won't you come and take the pain away? Hey!
You always gotta ruin it. You always gotta ruin it. You made me snatch my headphones off because you made me angry.
But you gotta put some feeling in. That's where to open your arms and scream out.
Yeah, but you sound like you was breaking out your thorax or something.
My gully poonie.
Your larynx. Oh no! Where's the thorax?
It's right here.
Oh, is the thorax and the larynx all in the same place?
I feel like the larynx is in your butt.
No, that's your coccyx.
No.
That's your coccyx. That's where your coccyx is.
Your coccyx. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. You are live, caller.
I know I am live. I think you all laugh right first.
Wait a minute.
Exactly. So we're gonna come over there before the show. It's gonna be sponsored by you.
Ooh,
and then
I wish I was home. Sure, that would happen, but I'm not there.
When is the next tomorrow? When is your next vacation? Let's schedule it from now.
I'll let you know.
Listen, don't be surprised when you open your eyes and we sitting up there in your kitchen.
Well, I'll tell you all where everything is. Help go.
Bye. You mean?
That's not the deal.
We hungry.
That's my girl.
Let's get into the national and world news. Miss Tony, ¿qué pasa con you after?
What?
You are failed at Duolingo. You're awful.
Duolingo. I'm almost at my year.
I would have been almost at a year too if they hadn't played me.
I don't understand what happened because I literally paid for y'all to not have to deal with that.
I don't know. I'm gonna write to them and ask them what the F is up because I want my days back.
Ask
Duolingo.
them what the F, sis. Ask them what the F.
I am, and then after that, I'm gonna read these national stories to you guys. Man with advanced prostate cancer is going without life-prolonging medication amid a shortage. Clap him in his back. Hold your hands up. Wet a little piece of thread and put it on your forehead.
I'm good.
Wet a piece of paper and put it on your forehead.
Oh my goodness.
I gave that man the Heimlich, and that's the only reason why he's alive right now.
Those are life prolonging actions that you took there. So it says doctors across the United States who treat people with advanced prostate cancer can't find supplies of medicine that may help them live longer. So they don't got no medicine for the prostate. They don't got no medicine for the executions. They don't have no COVID vaccine. And what else?
No baby formula.
No baby formula. What is happening?
We don't have anything, sis.
Pluvicto, a drug to treat metastatic castration-resistant prostate cancer. Damn! Also known as MCRPC is in short supply. That its maker, Novartis, said that it cannot allow further supply to new patients.
Obviously, we got termites.
Yeah, well, go
First
ahead.
thing is.
Right.
No, that's not it.
Oh.
It's the commission.
Well, we got turbulence. The new patients until it can produce more of the drug. The company said it is working to produce enough doses to treat existing patients. We recognize that this situation is distressing for patients, whether they are currently in treatment process or being rescheduled or waiting for their next dose of Pluvicto. Novartis said in a statement to CNN.
Without hurting their chances of survival.
a
This
little
cancer
warning.
is the second most common among American men, but tends to grow very slowly and usually takes a decade for any significant symptoms to emerge. Around 11%, or 1 in 9 American men, will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. But only 1 in 41 will die from it, which is about 2.5%. Some $10 billion is spent treating prostate cancer in the US each year, and it may now be possible to dial back some of those treatments. I want to bring in 2 authors of the study now. Dr. Jenny Donovan is a social medicine professor at the University of Bristol, and Dr. Freddie Hamdi is a surgery and urology professor at the University of Oxford, as well as the study's chief investigator. Good to have you both with us.
I don't want to hear them.
Thank you.
Good morning.
So your study has been running for more than 20 years and found that
I wanted to be a nurse one time, and I took a lot of anatomy classes, but I do have a question that may be off kilter. Is the prostate almost like the uterus?
No, I don't think so.
Because it sits right there after the penile. It's like a little... Yeah, but it's in front of the rectum behind the balls.
Why? You want to know?
I don't know. I just want to kind of know where it is. Like, is it like the equivalent of like our uterus?
The prostate utercle is a homologue of the uterus and vagina.
Oh,
usually
it is.
described
Look
as
at you.
derived from the paramecimetic duct, although this is occasionally disputed.
Okay, because I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, you know how the uterus is like, you got the vaginal canal, and then you got the cervix, and then you got the uterus that sit right on top of it. It looks like exactly where the prostate. So that's why they. Oh, but you could get the prostate from the butt.
It says no. The prostate utercle in males is not. Excuse me. It's not homologous to the uterus in females.
Oh, it's not homologous.
It's not.
What the heck is homologous?
I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh, because I was about to say, let me find out that the prostate is the uterus of the man.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Having
it's the
the
uterus.
same relation.
It's not.
Homologous means having the same relation.
See, it is.
Position, structure.
No, it's
no,
not.
it's not.
It's what?
It's not.
It's not homologous.
It's not. It's
It's not homologous. Okay.
No. But some men and their physicians will feel that some hope was taken from them with this drug not being available. Cancer is the enemy here, not Novartis, and it's unfortunate to have that excitement that your physician will be able to prescribe it to you and just not be able to give it to them.
That's
That's sad.
like the Tylenol shortage when everybody was having RSV and all kind of stuff. You trying to go help your child feel better, lose the fever, and you ain't got no medicine.
Yeah. I remember, that was awful. Remember, the shelves were like bare at that time. They would come in and like sweep the stuff. Y'all remember that 29-year-old that posed as a teenager?
Yes, they went to school.
Yes. So she said that she was lonely.
There's no social media, a TikTok video she could make, a little reel, a blog post.
Who is she gonna share it to?
First of all, there is also it's called, I learned it the other day. It's called Bumble Friends or something like that. Instead of swiping left for a date or a lover, you can swipe left or right for a friend. There's a lot of these
she
apps.
Gotten that AI best friend that I saw on that news program that time too. Anyhow,
No, don't get no AI best friend, because don't they make you don't they ruin your life?
Yeah.
What's that movie
she
called?
Ain't had no life. She ain't had no other friends.
Sprinky.
There's one called
Simi.
Jexy.
Yeah.
And then there's another one called She or Her or something like that. Oh, and Megan too. Megan was awful. A 29-year-old woman accused of using false documents to enroll as New Brunswick High School student over a 4-day period did so because she was lonely and longed to return to her days with friends in school, her attorney said.
She doesn't have any friends in school.
No, but she had some when she was in high school.
Covering since the beginning.
Little clip.
Yes, go ahead.
Using fake documents to enroll at New Brunswick High School, pled not guilty in court yesterday.
Well, she was charged with providing a false government document. Her lawyer says the woman did so because she was lonely. She is due back in court in May.
Oh, poor child.
Like, what are they gonna, like, what's her charge? Is she gonna be on probation because she went back to high school? Like, what do we do with those people?
Yeah. What goes on? What would you guys do if you were with a judge?
I mean, I would maybe put her into like a socializing club.
Would you guys sentence her to any time?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't send her. Yeah, like I literally would maybe sign her up for maybe some like a little mental, a little like evaluation. Yeah, and then from there figure out like what's her deep rooted issues, and then literally there's applications for friendship. You know, make sure that she goes to a networking event every once a week or something like that, or join Boston while black. I don't know.
Who wants to go back to school though? Who does that?
Well, currently I am back into the 4th grade.
No, but
and it is.
Well, yes.
It's terrible.
Do you want to do that?
But yes. But who chooses to do that?
So Kyung Jung-shin pleaded not guilty on Monday to a charge of providing a false government document. Her lawyer said she knows she made a mistake and has applied to enter a pre-trial intervention program that eventually would lead to the charge being dismissed. She's due back in court in May.
Yeah.
She is a Korean citizen who came to the United States by herself when she was 16 to attend a private boarding school. She later graduated from Rutgers University. The lawyer said she has no nefarious intentions when she enrolled at the school in January. She was just seeking to return to a place of safety and welcoming and an environment that she looks back on.
She's got to grow up.
Yeah.
Number one,
Yeah.
they've got to force her to grow up because you're not a child to go to high school. You go to a bar and you buy a Manhattan and you sit there and you wait for somebody to come talk to you.
I thought you was going to say you buy a man.
You could do that too.
I mean, you could buy a man a drink.
Or you could go on Bumble, Friender, Wink, Hey, Scout, Nextdoor, Yubu, Patook, or Friend Finder. And then you can start a little, they be having groups. She's got to find a nice little Korean social group, and then she could go, and then they invite her, and they have a little.
Maybe she didn't want to be around Koreans. She enrolled in New Brunswick. She was looking for some black friends.
Brunswick while black.
Brunswick while black.
She's got to do what she's got to do to make a friendship.
Yeah.
And that's what she got to do. She's got to man up. Or get on the friggin' Facebook and go into a group called I Want to Meet Black Friends.
Yeah. Because I'm sure that they have one.
They do. Let
I
me
mean,
look
see,
for
the
them.
poor thing, back in the day when I used to be in the AOL chat rooms, I used to have all kind of friends. I was never lonely.
See, there's you popular children don't be understanding what it's like to not be popular.
Oh, Bendita.
Find black friends.
Ooh, is there findblackfriends.com?
Let me see.
I don't want to say it.
Is it?
Findnaggers.com.
African American Friends Network.
Yeah. Black Planet.
Oh, Black Planet.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Or she could have gone on to Farmers Only or something like that.
Christian Mingle.
Yes, Our Age. You know, one of them, something like that. She should have gone into something called Our Age so she could find people her age instead of messing with these people's children anyhow. 2 inmates were found at an IHOP in Virginia after escaping by digging a hole with tools made from a toothbrush and a metal object.
To pay homage to them, I think we should go to IHOP. But go ahead.
I love IHOP.
I'll get a short stack. Just 2.
Why?
Because it's fattening. And preparing. I mean, Uber Soka gonna get whatever I get. Whatever.
We have the audio from the story.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
A jail facility. In what may seem like a movie plot,
wow.
the Newport News Sheriff's Office says 2 inmates
How long were
tunneled
they digging?
this hole in a cell wall to escape from the Newport News jail annex Monday evening. The Sheriff's Office says Arlie Nemo and John Garza were able to exploit a construction design weakness in the building and used a toothbrush and metal object to make the hole. Once outside, they scaled a security wall and got out. The jail annex is a minimum security facility, and the 2 were discovered to be missing during a routine head count.
By the grace of God, glad no one was
Hallelujah.
Injured, and that we were able to locate them and get them back in custody. So,
Newport News police officers were involved in the search for the 2. Chief Steve Drew talking about what his officers did to find them during a Facebook Live community discussion.
just working with the Sheriff's Department, collaborating together, checking locations, possibilities, backtracking, talking to individuals, and then they were located early this morning.
But it was a tip from the public that led police to the IHOP on Mercury Boulevard in Hampton, where the 2 were apparently eating at about 3 a.m. this morning. Hampton police say the 2 were taken into custody without incident.
I want to really Did they let them finish their breakfast? Played a huge role in allowing this thing to come to an end quickly.
Garza had been in custody since December on several charges, including probation violations. Nemo had been in custody since last October on charges including credit card fraud. Sheriff Gabe Morgan declined to discuss the situation further due to the security concerns. The sheriff's office says engineers are reviewing the building's weaknesses and coming up with ways to address them. Garza and Nemo are now back in custody and currently at the regular jail, where charges for the escape are pending. In Newport News, Brendan Ponton.
Terrible. Because, you know, Garza didn't want to do it, and Nemo was like, just keep digging, just keep digging.
Just keep digging, just keep digging. And you know, what is also sucky about this is that they did such a good job and just got hungry.
Yeah.
You know, and they were tired from probably running. So we was like, just sit here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's going to recognize us. And the question that you had was legit. Did they allow them people to finish their breakfast?
Right.
Because at least you should do is let me finish eating.
Let me finish my Rooty Tooty fresh and fruity.
I want to know if they were inside their jail clothes, though.
Probably.
Did they still have the orange jumpsuits on?
Yeah, probably.
And they did all of that to get caught at the damn IHOP. Y'all didn't want to take it to friggin' go?
Because when you escape from jail, what is your mindset?
My mindset would be to find an abandoned home or, you know, something with the lights off or whatever, and then just camp out in there until I can figure out something else. It wouldn't be to go to anywhere public, at all.
Right. Yeah.
I would never think that.
I feel like immediately you escape from the jail, you run to the dock and get on a boat to Antigua. You don't hang around here. No. You don't do that.
You immediately find a way out of the country.
Out of the country. Yeah. Like not like out of the state. You get out of here. Immediately use them same tools and dig a hole to Mexico or something like that. Yep. But you don't just stay here.
But they dug a hole with a toothbrush.
A toothbrush and a metal object. It was a tool. So it was a little shovel made out of a toothbrush and a
That's good.
spoon.
I feel like they're so
credit for creativity.
Yeah. I feel like they did a good job escaping. I just feel like I think they got cocky because they did escape and they was like, oh, they ain't gonna find us at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then did they go without incident? Where it was
Yeah.
oh, you cut me. Let me eat this last piece of pancake. Damn it. Anyhow, well, sorry, Nemo and Garza. Japan stuns the U.S. in a dramatic final out to win the World Baseball Classic. I happened to watch this final out last night. Japan was in there playing baseball, America's
Why were you watching
pastime.
that?
Coach. It was the second straight major title for the Japanese, who beat the U.S. 2-0 in Yokohama for the 2021 Olympic gold medal. First of all, don't ask me why I watched that. Don't act like me and you didn't wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to Fenway Park to watch a game in Japan one time. Don't ask me.
What game was that?
I don't know. The Red Sox was playing in Japan.
Oh, we went to State Street.
And we went to the Fenway Park.
Yeah, because State Street was doing it. We got that nice T-shirt and they had a nice breakfast.
How did we get in there? Why did we do? What was that about?
Freaking Partners.
Partners had us doing some stuff.
Some good stuff,
Good
too.
stuff, man. Good stuff. Anyhow, look at this guy. He is celebrating. He's so excited. Shohei Ohtani emerged from the bullpen and fanned Los Angeles Angels teammate Mike Trout for the final out in the matchup of the whole baseball world wanted to see, leading Japan over the defending champion United States 3-2 Tuesday night for its first World Baseball Classic
playing
title
against us?
since 2009. Yeah. So what's interesting about this is that guy who I just said plays for an American team.
Oh.
But he was playing for the Japanese team last night, and he won with Japan over America. According to Coach, he's one of the best, or could be the best baseball player out right now because he's a batter, but he's also a pitcher.
Oh, wow. Swing,
But
batter, swing.
Yeah, so he does both things really, really well. Ohtani, the two-way star who has captivated fans across the continents, was voted MVP for the WBC and clutched the award against his chest. Ohtani beat out an infield single in the 7th inning as a designated hitter before walking down the left field to Japan's bullpen to warm up for his third mound appearance of the tournament.
Good for
that
him.
means he hit the ball, and then when he was done, he came out to go pitch the ball.
Oh.
Thank you.
I like that.
I speak sports.
You speak it, girl.
I speak sports. There goes my sports wrap-up. Anti-porn bill.
Oh, damn.
I know, because I watched the porn the other night for the first time. I went to the porn site and looked at it, but I didn't click on any of the videos.
You just watching the thumbnails?
The thumbnails is enough.
It's
My
nasty. It's
gosh,
real nasty. It's so wet over there.
What is all of that? What? I was like, I watched it like this the whole time.
I watched the porn.
What is this? Porn thumbnails. So an anti-porn bill in 8 states could force device makers to censor sexual material. Not only that, you know what I watched? There's a page on Instagram that sells sex toys, and I fell onto that page because I saw a video about the Gok 2000. Have you seen that?
I thought that was a person.
No, it's a machine, and it's the male answer to the rose. And so because of that, I went onto the page, and some of I said, what? Anti-porn bill. So anyway, the bills could require phone.
What's it called again? A Gok 2000?
Gok 2000. Look at the placement of this picture that they have here. As I scrolled up, look, the thumb I thought was something else.
Oh yeah, it looks like
That's
something
so weird.
else.
Anyhow, Gok 2000. The bills would require phone and tablet manufacturers like Apple and Samsung to turn on content filters by default, but their reach could be deeper than intended. Their reach could be deeper. 8 states are weighing anti-pornography bills that would force phone and tablet.
That's lit.
Yes.
Wow.
Isn't it? Look at that.
That is cool. Look at that, Tristan.
Men don't even.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
We each don't need each other no more. Between that and the rose, what we
How much
do?
this cost?
It turns around and it spins and it
And
sucks.
it spins and it sucks. And does it light up? I don't know.
It does light up. It does light up. Gok men's stroker, rotating, vibrating, sucking, sleeve pocket, boom, penis stimulator, automatic hands-free masturbator, oral blowjob, self-pleasure device, machine adult sex toy. Wow.
That's the whole name?
That's the whole name, sis.
Wow.
Wow, that is nice.
So the only way to disable the filters, according to the bills introduced this year, would be through passcodes. Providing such a passcode to a child would be forbidden, except when done by a parent. So the parents, you can give your kids the passcode, but they can only get it from you. Specifically, the bill says the phone filters must prevent children from downloading. Is he watching porns over there?
No, we're watching the video.
Oh,
That's the gawk gawk.
That's the gawk gawk.
Let me see the gawk gawk.
Wow.
Put it back. I missed it.
Look at it.
Put it on now.
Put it back. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is nice. I want a penis. Wow.
And it makes bubbles? Oh, it's a Gawk Gawk 3000. It's not even the 2000. But what if you're a little girthy? Can you fit in that? I don't know. Specifically, the bill says the phone filters must prevent children from downloading sexually explicit content via mobile data networks, applications owned and controlled by the manufacturer, and wired or wireless internet. So they're not banning porn altogether. They're just banning porn from children watching it. And
Yeah, they should.
They should, yeah.
They
The
should.
kids don't get to see that. And then the very last I have here, Colorado dentist killed his wife by lacing her pre-workout shakes with poison.
Oh.
That's not nice.
That's very terrible.
He look at his mugshot. He looked fed up. Police believe a Colorado dentist laced his wife's pre-workout protein shakes with arsenic and cyanide, eventually killing his spouse so he could be with the woman who he was having an affair with. Why not just leave her? James Craig, 45, was arrested on suspicion of first-degree murder on Sunday, shortly after his wife died after being taken off of life support during her third trip to the hospital this month. According to court records, he is being represented by the public defender's office, which did not comment on the case.
That's why you shouldn't be drinking no pre-workout that you didn't make yourself.
Exactly.
Because why you do that?
Thought, like, my husband's so sweet. He makes me a shake every morning before I go to the gym.
Killing you, son.
Slowly. As Angela Craig languished in the hospital with doctors unable to figure out what was wrong with her, police in Denver's suburb of Aurora allege her husband was meeting with a fellow dentist who flew in for visits with him. Police began investing Craig after his dental practice partner and friend, Ryan Redfern, told a nurse that Craig had ordered potassium cyanide even though they did not need it for their work, according to her arrest warrant. After allegedly Googling questions like, is arsenic detectable in autopsy? Investigators believe Craig put arsenic in one of the protein shakes he routinely made for his wife for their workouts on March 6th, and then, after she survived, he ordered a rush shipment of potassium cyanide that he told the supplier was needed for a surgery. Craig had asked an office manager not to open that package, but another employee did, leading to its discovery and eventually disclosure to authorities. The delivery of a third substance he is accused of ordering, oleandrin, was intercepted by authorities after they began investigating him. The document said oleandrin is a poisonous substance found in leaves of the oleander plant.
That's crazy. Why
So he ordered another one just in case the cyanide didn't work.
Wow, he hated her.
Chambers Road in Hampton. The office is on the third floor of this building. Dr. Craig's bio on their website says he and his wife are proud parents of 6 kids.
6 kids? You tried to kill the mother of 6 children?
He did kill her.
Sharing how shocked they are. Now their dentist will have his first court appearance tomorrow. Homicide detectives arrested him on Sunday morning, but days before, police say he drove his wife to the hospital. It was last Wednesday, and she complained of severe, quote, headaches and dizziness. Aurora police say her health deteriorated quickly, and she was placed on a ventilator. She was taken off life support this weekend.
Damn.
Investigators found the details of this case to be suspicious. They discovered this was in fact a, quote, heinous, complex, and calculated murder.
Awful.
That's awful.
That's awful.
That's absolutely terrible.
So you left these 6 kids without a mother
and a dad.
You still don't get to be with the woman that you wanted to be with, and now you're going to jail for the rest of your life.
The 6 kids have no parents. Period.
No parents. They're orphans now. That's awful. The comments in the comment section about this damn Gawk 3000 are ridiculous. You guys are disgusting. Okay? Pastor Troy talking about, well, damn, Mike Nice put a little eyes on there. Snyder said pretty soon they'll make it a PlayStation attachment. And Pastor Troy says he wants one to clean his vegetables. Vegetables.
Ay, Dios mío.
What, your plantain and cucumber?
No, it's sapadilla.
Yo, carrot stick.
And banana.
Pastor Troy.
What's a
Your mother is listening to this, Pastor Troy.
What's a sapadilla?
A sapadilla is two sapadilla and a ripe plantain.
2 sapadilla and a 9-inch banana.
Oh, yes.
Is that what it is? That's not the two salmonella.
Two salmonella.
Not salmonella. Is that what it is?
It's sapodilla. Sapodilla.
Two sapodilla and a 9-inch
Two
banana.
sapodilla and a
It's a
9-inch
plant.
banana.
Sapodilla is a plant.
It's a pure
Mancera.
essential
What does it
oil
look
blend.
like?
Mancara.
Little
Manicara.
round things.
It look like breadfruit.
Image.
What I call it, two sapodilla.
Oh, it do. It look like a breadfruit.
How do you spell it? Sapodilla.
Sapodilla.
What is it? Is it a starchy vegetable?
Sapodilla tastes like sweet mix of brown sugar and root beer. Huh.
I don't like it.
I like it. I like it. I like root beer. I like those.
Oh, Manicara, known as a sapodilla sapote, a chico zapote, a chico, a chicle, naseberry, nispero.
What are you
among other
saying?
names. Those are all the names for sapodilla.
A sapodilla is an evergreen tree of Mexico and Central America, having latex that yields circles and edible fruit with sweet yellow-brown flesh.
I want one.
Me too.
Is it good for
To
diabetics?
soup sapodilla. Oh, so they're calling the sapodilla the bolitos and a 9-inch. Oh, why they couldn't just call it two peach or something like that? Why have to call it a sapodilla?
Because, and it should have made it, and why they say banana instead of plantain? Two sapodilla and a ripe plantain. I like that.
No, 9-inch banana.
Banana.
Here's a nana. 9-inch banana.
A ripe plantain.
No.
That don't go with the melody.
La 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 la. And a ripe plantain.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back after a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Activating the Square, imagining the future of Mattapan Square together. Consult Layla supporting the Boston Transportation Department with their public engagement of the Mattapan Square redesign. If the Mattapan Square redesign is news to you, or you've been wanting to talk to a human about it, join us on March 25th for our Activating the Square, imagining the future of Mattapan Square together. From 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., there will be art making tables, chess tournament, cash prizes, free food by Fresh Food Generation, and Gourmet Creole, and more. Music by Spark FM's own DJ Y-Sham, taking place at Mattapan Municipal City Lot number 14, 882 Cummings Highway, Mattapan, Mass.
Yamba Market. Visit the first black-owned dispensary in Cambridge. Yamba Market's mission is to participate authentically in building a socially restorative adult cannabis market in Massachusetts and beyond. Their commitment to the Yamba family is to provide an inclusive and exemplary experience focused on a broad selection of unique strains, quality products, and customer journey. Open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. 580 Mass Avenue, Central Square, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Registration at yambamarket.com.
Shea Boo's Roller Skating Rink presents the 8th annual Boston Swerve Weekend.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss out on Boston's biggest skate link-up of the year. Swerve Weekend takes place April 7th through the 9th. It's 3 nights of skating, meet and greets, day parties, music, food, and much more. It's a 21-plus event. You can grab those tickets at eventbrite.com/Boston Swerve 23. For more information, you can check out Boston Swerve on social media or visit SheaVoosRollerRink.com. Once again, their 8th annual Boston Swerve Weekend taking place April 7th through the 9th. Don't miss it. Tell a friend to tell a friend and get linked up.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
The Caribbean
Foundation of Boston presents the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet on Sunday, April 2nd, with music by Tempo International Rhythm and Steel. Yours truly, Janet Joe Johnson, to step into culture dances, and much, much more. Sunday, April 2nd at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Tickets now on sale. 617-445-1228. That's 617-445-1228. Come celebrate the 38th Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Appreciation Awards Banquet at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Log on to CaribbeanFoundation.net for more information. Your MC for the evening, City Councilor Brian Worrell. Join us April 2nd for the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet, brought to you by the Caribbean Foundation of Boston.
Boombox Productions is thrilled to present The House of Ramon Iglesia by Jose Rivera. Directed by Arthur Gomez, The House of Ramon Iglesia opens April 14th and runs through April 30th at the Mosesian Center for Arts in Watertown. A poignant play about Americanized son's torturous efforts to break away from his immigrant parents. A break that can't be made until he accepts the ethnic heritage he spent his life trying to suppress. Tickets are $55 for general admission, $45 for seniors, and $20 for student rush half hour prior to performance, and are available at www.mosesianarts.org. Pay what you can. Tickets are available at the door.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Y'all, chick a man be ballin'. Leave chick pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh. It's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Hey, friends, in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Shout outs to Effie's Homemade Biscuits. Effie always be hooking us up with some nice biscuitines for us to have during the morning. We are currently eating the pecan with wildflower honey. Yeah. These things are great. These are yummy.
You know what's good? They have the oat cake ones. You get the oat cake ones with a nice sharp cheddar cheese.
Ooh, the sharp cheddar cheese. That sounds nice.
Oh, it's delicious.
Those are good for charcuterie.
Yeah.
Because they're like biscuit crackers.
Yeah. You're right. They are very buttery and moist.
I told you, man. Not dry at all.
See, I got to put those away because that's a problem. That cookies is a problem.
They're really nice.
It's Effie's cookies. Effie's cookies.
And
homemade.
they come in so many different varieties.
EFFIES. Homemade. Lightly sweet.
And you can get them in Whole Foods, I believe.
Indeed.
And this is not a paid advertisement. These cookies are just damn good.
Lit.
Wow. They are neighbors over here at Spark.
They are. I like that. Let's get into our entertainment.
Look. We should call Sheem. Just call me. We should put him on the air.
Hello, Sheem. How you doing? Let's see. Entertainment news. Yo, boy, Tekashi 69 was brutally attacked in Florida gym and rushed to the hospital. I'm not sure why he was rushed to the hospital. He's walking just fine to me. So let's see. Tekashi 6ix9ine was severely beaten by a group of men inside of a South Florida gym with injuries so bad the controversial rapper was rushed to a hospital by ambulance. 6ix9ine's attorney Lance Lazaro tells TMZ the rapper was inside the sauna Tuesday at an LA Fitness when all of a sudden he was attacked by several guys without warning. Lazaro says 6ix9ine tried to fight off the combatants, but there were too many of them, beating him to a pulp before fleeing. Lance notes 6ix9ine did not have security with him at the time of the attack. Gym staff heard the commotion and immediately notified a manager. Police and EMS were then called to the scene, and he was transported to a hospital by ambulance. We've obtained a photo of Tekashi 6ix9ine, which Tristan will flash on the board with the actual footage of the brutal beatdown. And it's, viewer discretion. If you do not like to watch, violence. Queasy. Yes, then you should probably turn away from the screen now. As of this point, that is him. He's got a small little laceration on his cheekbone. You cannot tell because there's a lot of tattoos there that have covered his damages. Does he have a signature on his bottom lip? That's interesting.
Nobody, he didn't get no dreads pulled out, no did it weave. Was that yarn string?
That looked like Yaki Kanekalon.
And here goes the video.
We're gonna play the video now. Now is the time for you to turn your head away if you are nervous.
The video is quite funny.
Just don't laugh.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I did this morning, and
I watched it this morning as well.
I too watched it.
Yo, what the fuck? That's how it's going. You know, bitch ass. Clown ass.
I didn't see all this.
You didn't see all this?
Take a picture. Take a picture. I want to be famous now. I want to be famous.
Oh, kick him in the face.
Yo, this is Jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. No, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I know. I ain't jumpy, bro. I'm just saying. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Is that a Planet Fitness?
Why he don't have no security?
Well, they said it's security. He usually walks with the feds. You got the Fed. He's like a Mecca from Raising Kanan. He's a big enforcer that they probably protect with
Janet,
money and things.
Okay.
Janet said, poor
I mean, no, but that's true. Like, I don't think anybody watched that. I was reading the comments today, and there was a couple people like, I don't condone violence at all. But I don't think anybody really,
Well, he's been trolling the culture for too long.
Yeah. I didn't feel anything when I saw this. I was like, ooh, that had to hit his rib cage.
I also don't feel like it's real.
So that's what a lot of people were saying too, because why you had to take a picture of it? Why you couldn't just beat that man down and go about your business?
Right. I want to be famous now.
What gangster people be out here filming themselves hurting people?
Right.
Now you gonna get in trouble by the feds, you gonna get in trouble by the police, you gonna get in trouble by everybody. Your big bald face is on the thing.
Yeah.
I can see you.
Yeah.
I can identify you.
Well, he said, take my picture. I want to be famous now.
I'm sure he'll be all right, though.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He didn't need to be rushed to the hospital for injuries either.
No,
he was clearly walking.
I'm talking about the aggressor.
Yeah.
The aggressor had to be rushed to the hospital?
No, the aggressor will be all right if he gets locked up. He'll be a champion in jail.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta beat him.
Yeah. The next step, Lazaro said, is he plans to call the feds and make sure 6ix9ine gets the protection he clearly needs. Remember, he was granted early release from federal prison after cooperating and ratting out his fellow gangmates after he was jumped in and said that he would ride or die. He went out there singing like a little bird, and that's why he's in trouble now. That's not what the article says, but that's what I filled in.
Oh, wow. You was...
Snitches get stitches, sis.
Yes.
Snitches get stitches.
Listen,
that's what I grew up learning.
Stitches in his face because he got bubbled up.
Gala bubble, gala bubble. J. Cole, I was puffing cigs at 6 years old, so young and dumb. I was bumming cigarettes in high school.
You smoked cigarettes?
It wasn't like a smoking the cigarette type of thing. It was more so, you got a square, because I really just wanted to ask somebody if they had a square. And then I would light it, but never inhale it. So I just wanted to blow the smoke out.
Poser.
Yeah, I was a poser because I thought, low key, I won't say this, and I hope no children, but I like the look of people smoking. Not necessarily cigarettes, but I like to look at people smoking. I think it's so cool. You know?
Not cigarettes, though.
I mean, whatever they smoke,
just smoking.
whatever. I just like people smoking.
We have audio from Mr.
Let's
Cole.
go, Mr. Cole.
This thing you did. At 6 years old, I was smoking cigarettes regularly around the neighborhood.
How does that even happen? Like,
just being around the neighborhood and like.
So you're
like,
6.
I'm 6. And the thing was, my brother's 4 years older than me, almost 4 years
And he's
older
10.
than me.
He's smoking too.
No, that's the wild thing. It was just I was always hanging around the older kids in the neighborhood that he was hanging around, and they were smoking, and I was young and fearless and trying to be cool. So it was, oh, y'all smoking? Like, let me see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And of course, we're all out there kind of like young parents with like long leashes. Not like my mom knew I was doing this.
Yeah.
She was just, my mom comes from a town. First of all, my mom got 10 brothers and sisters.
Okay.
She comes from or maybe 9 brothers and sisters.
Shout
She
out
comes
to
from a
J.
massive
Cole for
family.
having all that money and still having Snaggle too.
How many brothers and sisters your mama got? How many is
7.
y'all?
It's 10 of them, but 7 from my grandmother.
Okay. I didn't,
It's 7. It's a 7 on y'all side too.
No, they got 9.
There's 9.
9.
No, there was 9. There's 8 altogether.
3.
How
One
much
died
from
very,
your-
very, very young.
How much from your grandmother?
11.
11.
Grandma had 11, and her mother had 15.
16.
What?
16.
Oh, this is the Trini side.
Yeah, the Trini
Oh.
side.
No, but mom has 9.
Yep.
She had 9 that she gave birth to.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
And then we have a bonus. So
Sheesh.
yeah.
Yep.
She had 9. And then our grandmother had 11, 8 boys, 3 girls, and then her mother had 16. 15 girls and 1 boy. Yep. No twins. Just 15 girls,
That's
1 boy.
Crazy.
Imagine being pregnant 15 times.
No, I don't imagine being pregnant 15 times.
God.
Never. You're always pregnant.
16 times.
You've
not even
never been not pregnant.
Right. All
That's
your life,
crazy.
all my life I was pregnant.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Damn.
The Weeknd sets Guinness record as world's most popular artist. Really?
You know what? And that's so funny that is this news story, because yesterday I was listening to The Weeknd and I was like, I don't like him.
The Weeknd recently became why not?
I don't like his music. I don't enjoy that.
The Weeknd
I
who
thought it would
recently
have been Pitbull or Flo Rida.
Me too. I like
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
So let's see how The Weeknd, who recently became the first artist to reach 100 million monthly 100 million monthly listeners on Spotify, is statistically the world's most popular musician, Guinness World Records said on Monday. No one else even comes close to the singer's streaming success, according to the Guinness World Records, which said that the 33-year-old singer has set 2 world records for most streaming. He has the most monthly listeners on Spotify, and he is the first artist to reach 100 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Spotify itself also noted the milestone last month, tweeting it's official on February 27th. The Weeknd became the first artist in Spotify history to reach 100 million monthly listeners. How? Like before, like Beyonce and Bad Bunny and Tay Tay and all those. The Weeknd?
Yeah, because what Weeknd song do you want to hear?
What Weeknd song do I know that I can? What is it?
Oh, I'm blinded by the light.
That's not The Weeknd. Isn't
I like
that Bruno Mars?
I like some of The Weeknd's
No, that's
first
Weeknd.
songs when he first came out. It was called like Mom. I can't remember.
So the recent surge in streams, has been driven in part by the success of the "Die for You" remix featuring Ariana Grande, which went viral on TikTok. Oh, see again.
Is that the one that Bad Bunny was singing?
Was it?
I don't know.
No, he was singing some. Was it Ariana Grande?
He was singing some Ariana
in the
Grande
car
song.
with the man.
Yeah.
Was it Jeff Cobain?
Cool.
Oh, The Morning. I like that song.
Colbert.
Oh, The Morning. What's The Morning?
It's a Weeknd song.
The morning comes.
No.
Not at all.
No.
It's a good song.
Good morning, neighbor.
Yeah, no.
No, not that one either. I want to hear it because I don't know what The Weeknd sings.
Quick.
Never heard that song before in my whole life.
Yeah, it's a big like.
Makes my stomach hurt.
Literally
Like,
never. He sounds like
he always sounds like that. I don't like it.
Him and Taylor Swift. Yeah, me either. I don't get the Tay Tay either. She got a few songs that I would sing.
Like
just
what?
Just the chorus.
What? We are never ever getting back together.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Not her.
That's not her.
Who's it?
Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
Well, Miley Cyrus don't got more streams than Weeknd.
What was Miley Cyrus' name when she was on Disney?
Hannah Montana.
Oh, I was gonna say Miley.
Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. Who sang that song?
Migos.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
That's Amigos.
Oh, I like that song. That's the only Hannah Montana song I like.
That's.
I guessed that. I was right. You know what I like? Rock big T-shirt, Billie Eilish. Stylish. That's my jam.
Billie Eilish is in Swarm.
That's my girl. Oh, is she?
She is. She's got a big role in there.
Oh my OMG. I'm gonna watch it more.
ODMG. Bad Bunny. Ex-girlfriend files $40 million lawsuit against him for using her voice without permission. He shouldn't have done that.
No, and good. Sue him. I
Sue
mean,
him, 'cause
I
he
like
got
him,
it.
but sue him.
He got it.
Yeah.
And he should have asked permission. You can't just be using it. And it sounds, Bad Bunny.
Oh, really?
That's what she said.
Is that her?
Ay, Dios mío, Bad Bunny.
Oh, good for her.
Yes. I don't know if that's what she said, but that's what I made it seem like in my head. But I heard it. But that's what it is.
Is it that or not? Are you lying or are you telling the truth? What the hell?
When Tristan plays it, it's gonna be the truth.
$40 million. Bad Bunny's ex-girlfriend, Carlice de la Cruz Hernandez, now suing the global superstar, claiming in a lawsuit that her voice and phrase they came up with together were used in 2 of his mega popular songs without her permission.
Bad Bunny, baby.
That includes his hit single Pati, which has been viewed more than 355 million times on YouTube.
Bad Bunny, baby.
And 2016, a song from his chart-topping album Un Verano Sin Ti, which became Spotify's most streamed album in 2022. Made Bad Bunny the most streamed artist in the world.
Wait. Hold on.
And won him a Grammy.
Bad Bunny.
I just made it. This album with love and passion.
According to the lawsuit, the pair started dating in 2011. And in 2015, she claims the rapper, whose real name is Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, asked her to record a voice note on her phone and then send it to him.
Bad Bunny, baby.
She also alleges in the suit that in 2022, after they broke up, Bad Bunny's rep asked to buy her recording for $2,000.
$2,000?
And that in a subsequent negotiation, Bad Bunny's rep sent over contracts, which she did not sign. But the next day, that Grammy-winning album was released, and according to the suit, that voice memo was everywhere, including its use in live performances.
That helps her case a lot because it shows that they were aware of what they were supposed to do and they didn't actually do it. The law is clear. You must obtain written consent or explicit consent in some form if you are going to use it for commercial purposes.
Collectively, the 2 songs have been streamed nearly 1 billion times online, which the suit claims has led to fans flooding De La Cruz's social media comments and even yelling the phrase at her every time she goes in public, something the lawsuit says has caused her to seek mental health treatment.
Wow.
Yeah.
People are shouting Bad Bunny baby at her and it's
and they broke up.
And she
now he's dating Kylie Jenner.
And it's causing her emotional distress that they say Bad Bunny baby to her.
If 40 million people are saying it to you all the time, I'm getting annoyed. Think about it. First of all, did y'all see something? They just said his last album made him the most streamed in the world. But we just read an article that The Weeknd got the most streams on Spotify.
On Spotify.
How?
On Spotify, but
he's just on Spotify.
But in the Guinness Book of World Records, why are we just going at
The Weeknd got a Guinness record for that?
Yeah, he got 2 Guinness records for being the most streamed on Spotify. Is that
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I guess that's
well, we could
category.
be the most streamed on Spark FM, and I want a Guinness Book of World Record.
Call them up. Tell them.
Let me call them.
Tell them what you want.
Send them an email. Their Guinness Book of World Record. Can we get a record?
Guinness Book.
Can we get a record? He got to pay that woman though.
Yeah,
he definitely got to pay her.
Definitely, yeah.
Gladys Knights just received a prestigious award from President Biden.
Oh,
what Gladys got? For those nice pies that she was making during Thanksgiving?
That's Patti LaBelle.
Jeez, you're so off about everything.
Nice pies she was making. Lord.
Oh, black people look like
that's so terrible.
Just a few months ago, Knight, a rock and roll Hall of Famer and 7-time Grammy winner, was honored at the 45th Kennedy Center Honors for her lifetime of artistic achievement. The Midnight Train to Georgia singer is currently on the road, bringing her decades of music to major cities throughout the country, Salt Lake City included, and now Knight is one of the several notable figures who has received a National Medal of Arts from President Joe Biden. Good for her. How old is Gladys Knight?
She's old.
Let me see.
And what's the other one's name? Somebody King Cole's daughter. Is she alive or did she die?
Natalie King Cole.
Natalie Cole. Is she alive?
She's 78 years old and back on tour.
Get it, girl. Gladys Knight and the Pimps.
Oh, Patti LaBelle is 78.
The Pips.
Dionne Warwick is 82 and Tina Turner is 83.
Yes. Patti LaBelle was on Jennifer Hudson the other day.
Singing
and looking amazing.
Looking
for
quite
how old
amazing.
did you say she is? 82?
78.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's nice age.
Good.
Good for her. Good for everybody.
And good for Gladys Knight.
Yeah, shout outs to her. She did that.
Yeah.
Cardi B's $4 million defamation verdict against Tasha K upheld by appeals court.
This is still going on, huh?
Because Tasha thinks that she's not going to pay this woman her money for being a D-head.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why she feels that she can't. You went mad hard. You literally defamed her the most. You got to pay this woman. It's against the actual law.
Yep.
Federal appeals court on Tuesday upheld Cardi B's $4 million defamation verdict against gossip blogger who made salacious claims on YouTube about drug use, STDs, and prostitution. In a 5-page decision, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit rejected an appeal from Tasha K, who had claimed the massive verdict against her was a result of a very lopsided presentation of evidence to the jury. Sounds like your lawyers didn't do a good job. The appeal courts ruled that Tasha K, real name Latasha Keeb, had failed to properly make the argument to the trial judge, meaning she forfeited the right to do so before an appeals court. Defendant Latasha K asked for a new trial, saying that there was insufficient evidence for the jury verdict against her. The appeals court wrote, but as she all but admits, she didn't make either of the required post-verdict motions in the district court. Tasha's attorneys also argued that judge overseeing the trial withheld key evidence that might have helped her beat Cardi's accusations, but the 11th Circuit rejected the argument too. She never tells us where the 500-page record the district court alleged errors can be found, because Keeb's brief falls well short of what we require. She has abandoned this argument. So she pretty much appealed the argument and didn't do any work.
And didn't have any evidence to support her appeal.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I just feel like that's just not how it works.
I feel like that's just not smart.
I feel like you should just set up a payment plan to pay her $12 for the rest of your entire life every week or something like that until she gets her money. That's what happens when you're wrong and strong.
Why did Tasha K go so hard at Cardi B?
Because that's what gossip bloggers do.
Oh,
but I think
Tasha K went hard on everyone.
Yeah, and Tasha K, she does that. She's got to be careful because this sets precedent now for her for any other cases that she don't find the correct evidence for. What's that young man that died who used to have the men in a frenzy? Kevin Samuels. She went hard on him too, like real hard. And if he was smart, he would have got his 6-figure sister from well, she ain't got it.
She ain't got it.
He wouldn't have gotten it. Speaking of him, I feel like there's supposed to be some type of memorial or something like that coming up for him too.
What you mean? Why?
For his fans.
Kevin who?
Kevin Samuel Memorial. Or somebody's carrying on his legacy.
His memorial.
Official memorial service. Oh no, that was before. Did they have a funeral for Kevin? Yeah, they did.
That was last year.
Yeah, that was last year. I was reading something the other day where there's somebody.
May 21st was his funeral.
Carrying the torch. I thought somebody, no one can replace Kevin K.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know where it is.
Right.
I don't know where I read it, but that is what happened and things. Oh, so we have a discussion today from Jelly Santos, our producer. And we have...
Oh, no. One day ago, YouTuber Kevin Samuels died nearly... but details of possible funeral remain scarce. I don't know this.
No. That was from last year.
Oh, okay, that was from last. But okay. I don't know. This thing says 1 day ago, so I don't know what that means. But anyhow, I don't know what that is.
So here's the late breakfast question. It's pretty interesting.
Tell
us. Can you read it?
Late breakfast question. Do not tell me that the internet is not all in your business. This lady posted that her husband cheated and it went viral. Now people are trying to get him fired. Her financial stability is at risk because they're a one-income household and now she's afraid for her future. He went to Vegas for a work conference and one night went MIA for a few hours. He partied with strippers and says he was drugged at the club and doesn't remember anything. She told him to get tested for drugs and STDs and he refused. She posted a video throwing his clothes outside the house so people found his Facebook and are actively working towards getting him fired. Who is at fault here? Him for cheating or her for putting it out on social media? Call us up and let us know what you think. And what is this?
617-272-3387.
Let's listen to the young lady herself.
Yes.
Everyone, I want to start by saying thank you for all of the love and support and the feminine rage.
Feminine.
I'm angry and you're angry for me, and I get it because I'm in this too. But please, my life has been torn upside down. We are a one-income household. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Please don't threaten, and please don't try to call my husband's place of work. You're just going to get everywhere. And I talked to my husband today. I talked to him, and he said to leave it all up. This
is fake.
Yeah.
It's got to be fake because, Caller, you're live.
And the best supporting actor.
Right? Okay.
Like, no, seriously.
She's not correct.
To answer your question, it's her fault. She's saying she's trying to play victim. You know, she probably could be one of the women that's trying to become a motivational speaker, and she's going about it the wrong way. So she's wrong. He did right. Go back to Vegas and enjoy yourself, my brother.
Go back to cheating because she's screwed. No, because let me tell you why this is foolishness. Because if he's cheating on you and you didn't want to leave him,
right?
Why is it that you said anything in the first place?
Right.
And put it on the internet.
This is what happened. This is one of those examples of when keeping it real goes wrong. Because you sitting here, first of all, if this is true, you didn't have to put your business on the internet.
Facts.
If it's not true, you also messed up because now your husband is in trouble because of you trying to be funny. And so you gotta suffer the consequences of your actions and decide on what actions you're gonna take.
And if you know that you can't make it without your husband's income, girl, shut your mouth and let that man cheat properly if that's what he needs to do to save, to house you.
Right.
I tell you, people, and the question is, don't put your... Y'all gotta stop putting all your business out there on the internet.
Yeah.
Like it's honestly just, at this point, it's just a little stupid.
And stop trying to, stop trying to be famous for something stupid. Stop that. That is dumb. That's corny. I don't like it.
It's very, very corny.
I don't like it. And like you said, that's why they need to ban the TikTok so that people can start doing stuff for real. So people can get real jobs and work hard for what they need to do instead of
getting one viral moment
singing
and going
one
crazy.
song and whatever. It's stupid. This is dumb. And so, whatever. I like she said, her husband said to leave it up. Yeah, leave it all up because you done started something, you dumb biznatch. And now he has every reason to leave you and go cheat on you. Like Chris said, go back to Vegas.
How did she know that he was cheating?
He wasn't cheating. She lied.
He partied with strippers and he says he was drugged at the club and doesn't remember anything.
She got the receipts.
Just take the word for it? Take his word for it and say something.
She got the receipts from the whatever. Remember Whitney Houston in the Whitney Houston song? She said, "Why was 2 people on the receipt?" Like that.
Is that?
Oh, okay.
That's not what she said.
She did. She said, "Why was there 2 people on the receipt?" Google the lyrics. Google, it's not right, but it's okay. That's what she said. She said that. That's what Whitney said. Anyhow, yeah, we got to stop this foolishness. We got to stop this thing of trending. Everything doesn't have to be on the internet. Everything doesn't need likes. You don't need likes in order to feel supported. Go see a therapist. Go talk to your family or something like that. Stop putting everything on the internet. It's ridiculous.
And it's stupid.
Yes.
I think it's dumb.
Right.
And I want you guys to be smarter about things in life. But that's not any of our listeners. This is the internet world. Because the internet world is full of crap. And that's all I got to say.
It is. It is. Thank you for that submission, Ms. Jella Santos. Ms. Jella Santos.
We're going to take another quick break and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Activating the Square, imagining the future of Mattapan Square together. Consult Layla is supporting the Boston Transportation Department with their public engagement of the Mattapan Square redesign. If the Mattapan Square redesign is news to you, or you've been wanting to talk to a human about it, join us on March 25th for our Activating the Square, imagining the future of Mattapan Square together. From 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., there will be art making tables, chess tournament, cash prizes, free food by Fresh Food Generation, and Gourmet Creole, and more. Music by Spark FM's own DJ Y-Sham, taking place at Mattapan Municipal City Lot number 14, 882 Cummings Highway, Mattapan, Mass.
The Caribbean Foundation of Boston presents the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet on Sunday, April 2nd, with music by Tempo International Rhythm and Steel. Yours truly, Janet Joe Johnson, to step into culture dances, and much, much more. Sunday, April 2nd at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Tickets now on sale. 617-445-1228. That's 617-445-1228. Come celebrate the 38th Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Appreciation Awards Banquet at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Log on to CaribbeanFoundation.net for more information. Your MC for the evening, City Councilor Brian Worrell. Join us April 2nd for the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet, brought to you by the Caribbean Foundation of Boston.
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present The House of Ramon Iglesia by Jose Rivera. Directed by Arthur Gomez, The House of Ramon Iglesia opens April 14th and runs through April 30th at the Sauciest Center for Arts in Watertown. A poignant play about Americanized son's torturous efforts to break away from his immigrant parents. A break that can't be made until he accepts the ethnic heritage he spent his life trying to suppress. Tickets are $55 for general admission, $45 for seniors, and $20 for student rush half hour prior to performance, and are available at www.mosesianarts.org. Pay what you can. Tickets are available at the door.
Shea Boo's Roller Skating Rink presents the 8th annual Boston Swerve Weekend.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss out on Boston's biggest skate link up of the year. Swerve Weekend takes place April 7th through the 9th. It's 3 nights of skating, meet and greets, day parties, music, food, and much more. It's a 21 plus event. You can grab those tickets at eventbrite.com/Boston Swerve 23. For more information, you can check out Boston Swerve on social media or visit SheaVoosRollerRink.com. Once again, their 8th annual Boston Swerve Weekend taking place April 7th through the 9th. Don't miss it. Tell a friend to tell a friend and get linked up.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Come on. Spark FM.
Y'all, chick a man be ballin'. Leave chick pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh. It's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Spark FM online #1 for urban and Caribbean music. This is Saucy and Friends, and we are a little bit early today, so we are going to rock out for the rest of the time with some music by our very own Rockstone Triz, and we're gonna have a good time and dance. If you have any requests, any music selections that you want to hear in this time, call us up 617-272-3387. And after that, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Spark FM online. You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone
Tell from your swag and your class, you be acting hot to Diddy, probably from the South End, cause your shoe game silly and you pretty, acting like you from New York City. Still I bring that. She my Roxbury rider, look me dead in the face, even though I know she lying, but I like her cause she real. If I ever go to jail, she be the first one to write me. Still I bring that. Been around the globe when I'm getting off the road, hit Dorchester, she gon' have a good week, plus go to war with your score, with your talk back till she get bored, with you bring that. Miss High Park, walk dogs, and she only like ball players, ambition, plus she got tuition paid, went to school to be a fashion major, it's everlasting, baby.
I love these girls from my city, I can tell by your swag where you come from in my city. Just passing through her and ghetto, this